Your height.
Right, so in the pan we have 2 chopped onions, 3 cloves of garlic which have been crushed, and 1 large carrot which has been grated. And we have it in 2 tablespoonfuls of oil, gently cooking. We don't want it to go brown, we just want it to soften. Got that? So we'll leave that for a few minutes while we open a tin of tomatoes. We'll just pop the lid on so it just cooks away nice and gently. And then we open a tin of tomatoes which we want to chop. Very carefully so we don't cut ourselves. Smokey, be quiet. Right, so we want a bowl now to put the tomatoes in. We'll put them in this one. We're going to chop them up. So we put the tomatoes in there. We get all the juice out. Right, then with a knife we're going to chop the tomatoes up. Making sure there's no bits of skin in there.
Like skin?
Yeah, so we'll take the skin off. We don't want that, do we? Wouldn't be very tasty, would it? And then we just chop them up into quite small pieces, like that. There's a bit of skin on that one, we don't want that. You following me alright?
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are quite big, so we want to chop them up into smaller pieces.
Do you make it sound yet, or are you making it now?
I've made it lots of times, love.
Do you make it today?
Yeah, I'm making it now.
Why didn't you make it this morning?
Because it's better if you do it fresh. Because pasta's not so nice if you reheat it, I don't think. It's a bit rubbery. And with a bit of skin hiding away down there, which we don't want. What's the matter? Oh, honestly, Aaron, I thought something terrible had happened. Smokey's just trying to get your attention. He's trying to jump up at you, love, that's all. He wasn't scratching you.
Your height.
Right, now we're going to add 1 tablespoonful of Worcester sauce.
Yeah. I'll do it right here because it'd be much better. So the cat won't get me.
Here's the 1 tablespoonful of Worcester sauce going in.
I don't know.
Right, there's the Worcester sauce. And then I think we add the oregano.
I'm going to put it on YouTube, but not put it on Facebook.
Okay.
I might do for you, but I'm going to tag it to you.
Okay, little bit of oregano. Pop that in. That's all I had left, so that's all we can use.
See, it didn't make a hole in my trousers. Didn't look.
No, you won't make a hole in your trousers, love. Salt and pepper. Aaron,
Yep.
you watching?
Yep. Sorry, I had screams. I didn't like the dirt stuff on me.
That's alright, you're okay, aren't you? That's the main thing.
I'm
And then
looking
we have
at
a little bit of salt. Quite a bit of salt actually, because the meat will go in a minute. So that's salt and pepper. Give it another good stir.
That's why I don't like cats on me, anyway.
No, you don't. He never wants to hurt anybody. He's a very docile cat, very soft, gentle, good-hearted cat. Right, that's cooking quite nicely now. What we're going to do is add the corn mince, okay? Corn mince hasn't got any fat in it at all.
Not a fat, it
No
was.
fat. So that means it's quite dry, so there's no fat coming out of it, so we add a lot of liquid, which we'll do in a minute. We add the mince
Get
first.
my attention, look, same time.
Do you see what the corn mince looks like?
Yep. That's when I make lasagna, that's the problem. And put cheese on the top and then make it like
We've got a little way to go yet. We haven't made the sauce yet, have we?
make the sauce like
White sauce
white sauce.
with cheese in it. We're just going to get the meat mixed in with the onion, the carrot, the garlic, the Worcester sauce. salt and pepper, and a tiny bit of oregano.
Mm-hmm.
Right, give me a little smile.
Hi, darling.
Hi, darling. Ooh.
So you'll be up next week, or
I expect so.
we cut these shoes next week?
Yeah, we have to look at the calendar and see if there's anything on it.
And we double check now.
I don't
Yeah,
think
that's
there
it.
is yet. Oh, that's cooking down quite nicely because the meat was very cold. It came out of the fridge, didn't it? You can see we're mixing it all quite nicely. And next what we're going to do is add some tomato puree.
Tomato on it.
Tomato puree, which comes in a tube like this. And it's very concentrated. So we'll add about a tablespoonful. We'll judge that. We won't get the spoon.
Cat's up there.
Maybe it's a tablespoonful and a half. Okay, and we get that next to the heat so that it cooks down. There we are, so we get it next to the heat and let that get warm so it cooks itself down. Because there's all sorts of things in tomato puree, particularly some oil. Not a lot of oil, but a little bit of oil.
Who'll be in what this?
Yeah, that's going to have the garlic bread in it.
Yeah.
We won't have a lot of garlic bread, we've only got one, so we have to share it between 4 people, but it should be plenty. So that's the fattening bit. The only fattening thing in here was the 2 tablespoonfuls of oil, and that's healthy oil, because it was extra virgin olive oil. Right, so that's mixing in quite nicely now, so we'll mix it all in together. I think we cut the tomato puree down. And the next thing we're going to add is a tin of tomatoes that we chopped earlier. Okay, here's the tomatoes, they're going in next. Get all that lovely juice in. I'm alright, darling, you alright, darling? Do you think you better make this at home because you've got the recipe on your phone? What do you think?
I might delete it because it's where's the name of my phone. Memory.
Like you said, upload it to
YouTube or Facebook.
And then you've always got it, haven't you? So mixing all that in. And we're also, because it's corn mince and there's no fat coming out of it, it needs extra liquid. So we're going to add 1 carton of this, which is called passata, which is tomatoes, sieved Italian tomatoes. And that's extra liquid then.
Where's the salad with it? With salad?
Yeah, we'll make the salad in a little while. We don't need it yet, do we? So we're going to mix all that in.
We put the cheese in it, or you put cheese in there?
Put the cheese on the top, not in this. So we want it all to mix together
darling.
first, and we're going to simmer it for a little while. Get it all mixed together first, then get it nice and hot, and then we simmer. Do you know what simmer means?
No.
Simmer is when you only have a few small bubbles. What we're doing with this is boiling it, so it comes to the boil, which will be rapid bubbles, like you can see on the outside. We want to make sure it's all mixed in first. Now that's boiling quite rapidly now. So what we'll do is we'll turn the heat down to the lowest setting it's got, and then we'll leave it to simmer. Okay, we're quite happy with that because that's boiling quite frantically. Okay, so now we turn it down to the lowest setting and put the lid on.
I'm looking at a cat anyway.
Okay, that's it for a minute.
That's it.
For a minute, 30 seconds. Then we add, 2 to 3 minutes. Then we add some milk.
What milk?
It's 50 mils. Now there's a half a pint in there, but we only want 50. So where that says 300, we'll use the milk till it goes down to 250, and then we turn it off the heat and just leave it, and then we'll make the sauce.
That's it now.
Yes, for now.
You're right.